Wire goes into the headboard, down into the A-pillar. I ran out along the current wiring and taped it up with it, and along the underside of the dash, and over and out. And since it uses, basically you're gonna in order to remove this part, you basically have to pull it out from the center here. There's a few clips. Just be careful with the clips and slowly work your way up this way. Actually, do I even need to do that? 1, 2, 3. I may not have to. Let's see. Okay, so is that enough for me to get through? I just want to run wire through that, so just want to figure out a way to do it. Got this panel off, sort of. It's not getting real fast. Okay, yank that part off. There's a few clips. Just a few clips there, a few metal clips, which is good. I now have access to here, which I can start running cable to. Put this aside, and let's see what else I could do here. So I'm gonna probably run the cable through here, hide it behind one of those things so it goes through there, or I just go straight inside here, which is fine too. That might be a good way. I could probably open this up and hide it going under there. Is there enough clearance here? I think there's enough clearance. There's some insulation there. I could probably run through here, probably drill a little hole, and basically run cable through there. Okay, yeah, that sounds like a plan. As long as this doesn't have any water or anything, it should be fine. But yeah, I think it's nice and can't exactly see it. So I'll probably drill a hole through here, run the cable across, go through there, enough for the USB power, and for, I guess, it's USB, but my other cable for the radar detector. So this is actually for my dash cam, which is up here. But I've already had the wire run through there and through the A-pillar, all the way down underneath the dash, and I was just taping it right there. Now what we're gonna do is basically, I'm just gonna run it through behind this panel and probably drill a small hole here and run it through that, so it has, you know, USB power. And then I'm gonna also run my radar detector power through here too, and it's gonna get power from the 12 volt. Usually what I do is I tap the 12 volt, but in this case I don't want to. I just want to plug it in because it has a fuse and stuff. Anyways, let's do it. I'm gonna basically just use a wrench to open. So basically you're gonna pull from these two ends and pull out. There's 2 clips, and then there's more clips down here. Just slowly work your way through it to pull this piece off. Okay. So I don't think I need to pull all of it off because I'm just going to run wire through it. But as you can see, it's taken, loosened up. Ooh, a lot of space back there. And there are some clips, and that's what's holding it up. Just a few clips. So now I'm going to run some wire through it, and let's see how well it works. Let's get this off. There's the fuse panel. Rip that off. And I'm not sure if I need to go through this side. I might have to. But it looks like it's a single piece. I could just pry this open, but do I have to? Probably not. I'll have to just run the wire through it. And then I could probably run the wire through it. It doesn't look too hard to take off. But let's take off the A-pillar again. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. Grab an edge. Yank out. There's just like I think 1 or 2 plugs and a little switch here, or a bungee cord. Let me get to that bungee cord real fast. Was it here or there? This is a hook. Oh. Gotta be careful of these airbags and stuff. I don't know where the hook was. Oh, there it is. It's a clip. Give me a second real fast. Basically, you slip your finger underneath and push open that. There's a little clip right there. Just push in, and then this should just come out. Let's see it slide out. The airbag clip thing. And there you go. And I think I just have to lift it. There should be only 2 clips on this thing. And there you go. Okay, now I'm going to run the wire from into the dash, just like that one, and through there. Under there, then down through there, and run it back up here through the USB port. Yeah, to remove the side ones, the side panel here, just basically slip a towel and then put probably a screwdriver or one of these trim tools and just slip it in. Or heck, you could probably just put your fingernail through it and do it. It's not really that tight. And it just pops right out. There's just a few clips. I think that it goes behind the weather stripping though, but overall, yeah, just taking this part off so I get closer to the wires, so it'll be a shorter run. Just to give you a quick look, this is actually very sharp. I'm going to basically cover this with a little bit of tape so that when I run wires through it, I'll probably tape the wires against it. But there are sharp parts to this thing, so I'll probably just cover some of these sharp parts before running wire through it or behind it. You know what? I think I'll do that. I think I'll run it behind it then. Basically, we're using a Dremel tool with a roto zip drill bit so that we could just shave off a little notch for the USB cable and the telephone cable to go through without cutting too much plastic. We don't want to cut any more plastic than we have to, and we just want, instead of making a big hole, we're making a really small notch so the wires can run through. Simple enough. In order to fish the wire through, I've just dropped a nerve wire down there, or USB cable, and just basically put a little bit of tape there to fish it through. And then once we fish it through, brought it up to the A-pillar, and I basically used the existing wire and coupled it with it. Basically, I'm also measuring out how much of the length, so I measure a little bit more, about 4 inches more than what I need. So I basically have it run down through the sidewell, then basically zip tied it against this air vent for the feet well. Just zip tied it back behind it so it's out of the way, and I'm going to just go ahead and finish it up now. Yay. Okay guys, I think everything's been wired, everything's been ran through, zip tied, and everything else underneath the dash. I haven't put all the panels back on. I just put mainly the side panels. These things just clip back on to where they came off. You just do it in reverse order. Start from the middle, or work from the edges all the way back to that way after you zip tied everything. Same thing for this one too. You work from the edges first and just do individual clips, and then you finish off by pushing it all the way up there, all the way up into this edge part. Anywho, long story short, I think it's nice and clean because it's just that one little notch there that I put, and it just has enough for the cables to go through, and there's still enough play for it. There's no gaping hole on the side. I think if I actually drilled a hole there for this USB size of the USB plug, it would have been pretty, I don't know, pretty ugly. But now that it's just like right there, it should be good. I'll just get some black tape or some other things to basically wrap this so it looks kind of hidden instead of having, you know, beige and silver cable. So let's go ahead and test it. Let's plug this light in for the dash cam. Power for that. It's powering up. Yay, it works. So the dash cam works. So let's plug in the other one too. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug in. Okay, let's plug this guy in. It's plugged in, and oh, I still need the power supply. Plug this guy in. I'm still gonna use a 12 volt instead of wiring directly. And let's plug this guy in. The thing is that the Uniden one uses a standard telephone cord, so that's the best part, because all I need to do is buy a standard telephone cord and I can still get power to it. This is an extension cord for it. Uniden. So plugged in. It's doing its self-test. Yay! KA band. Laser. Awesome. So basically it's plugged in, and when I don't need it, I'll just unplug this and just hide it underneath the top, or just, I don't know, just put it right over there and no one's gonna actually care about it anyways. But yeah, I have it wired. So the Uniden rear detector is wired. I love this guy. It works GPS really well. It not only does red cameras, but it does a pretty good job in finding lasers and stuff. So I like it. The dash cam's installed, and I think I have it. I don't think I actually made a video of it, but it's very similar. You basically just you buy a dash cam. This one's really nice because it comes with this little extender here because of the Volt and the other cars we have. Basically, it's good that it extends it out so it holds the cabling, and put some cloth over it if I don't want to be a little lazy about it when I travel. But there you go. There you have it. It's all put in together. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and put the stuff back, and we should be all done. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great one. Hope this helps someone out who owns a Chevy Volt, you know, a second gen 2016, 2017 Volt. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. GM did a pretty good job in making these panels easy to take off and put back on. And plenty of places inside. There's plenty of volume underneath here to actually hide some wires and stuff, coil up the wires and hide it underneath. But the wire in the wire is not that hard, and I'm glad they made the panels easy to take off so that you don't have to remove an old pin panel that comes out and have to replace it. That's the best part. Stuff like in the Hondas, you basically have to break a pin to do it, and you have to replace that pin. Anywho, long story short, thanks for watching. Have a great one. Bye. Oh, like, subscribe, and you know, and all that fun stuff. Thanks a lot.